So Dave, right?
Don't be
Y'all whooped on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and a lot of people were shocked. I mean, we told you this before we both tried to tell you, but
He wasn't listening.
the whole world was like, "Oh my gosh, Purdy overtime!" I'm like, "Yeah, why y'all shocked? The Buccaneers aren't a bad team." But talk to us, Dave. Give us your reaction to that beating on Tom Brady.
all right. So y'all not giving the full story for what happened last week when I made that prediction.
We got the clip.
Yeah, you're right. Play the whole clip. Don't play a little bit. Play the entire clip. Play the entire clip where Joe had cut me off. He was like, "Hold on, no, Dave, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing." And I admitted to it. I said, "All right, you got me. You're right. I picked us to lose because that's how we win. Every time I picked us to lose, we won the game. So hey, it's not that I really
So who
thought
winning between us? Who win our game?
y'all gonna win.
Thank you.
Oh,
Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that. All right, go ahead. Let's go.
Win. But um, I didn't think we were gonna beat them 35-7. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad of a blowout. I knew the Buccaneers was a bad team, but and I felt like we were going to win, but of course I picked the Bucks. But I just didn't expect Purdy to play as good as he played yesterday. Um, being though he was the last pick in the draft, but they've been saying this almost the entire even in the preseason they said that they liked the way he played. I mean, I was okay with how he played in the preseason, but I didn't think it was, good enough for him to start. I mean, he has to start now because of what happened to Jimmy Garoppolo and what happened to Trey Lance. So he has no choice but to be in there. It's either him or Josh Johnson. I'm sorry, I'm picking Brock Purdy all day. I would rather Brock Purdy be out there than Josh Johnson. Um, but I mean, he plays like he's not scared. Like he's been ready for. He's been waiting for this moment. And from what I hear from inside the team is that even when Garoppolo was playing, after practice, he would go to the quarterback coach and say, "Give me every play that Garoppolo had used and give it to me so I can practice it." So he's been practicing as if he may have that opportunity. I mean, we all know Jimmy is gimme Jimmy, but he's also never available Jimmy. He's been hurt almost his entire career. His healthiest season was in 2019 when we went to the Super Bowl. Um, but other than that, he's been pretty much hurt every single year. Even the year we had got him from the Patriots, he was hurt that season, and he got traded in the middle of that season. And then he went 5-0 when that's in the last 5 games that we had that season. But our defense is our defense. I mean, we picked off Brady twice yesterday and got a fumble. So I mean, my defense did exactly what I expected to do. Bosa didn't have a sack, but nobody had a sack yesterday. We still pressured him enough to make him make mistakes. So, I mean, I'm just happy we got a W. 6-game winning streak. Highest team in the NFL right now. So, I'm feeling good.
somebody called the fire department. He's like, man, I told you, man. I said a team that struggles to get 20 points is not going to put up a lot of points on a defense that doesn't even want good teams to score 20 points. He was like, man, I don't know, man. I'm just saying it's my team.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it was like 30-something-0. That was another game that was boring. I was like, come on, man. I felt like I was going to call the police. And I don't usually call the police for anything. I was like, this is bad. They beating up that old man out there. He yelling at Mike Evans because he dropping passes. Mike Evans like, you don't got that zip no more. Go home, Brady. Just go home.
He was throwing it behind him too, so that ain't all Mike Evans.
Do y'all see Brady when he goes to his post game? He just looks like the guy that work at like the Waffle House. And he just be like, man, we got whooped. Of course you got whooped. You're not supposed to be here. And I don't like the fact that they playing like this because they got a whole new coach. Like, you guys are actually better than this. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Dave. I don't have it. Brady,
Yeah.
man. I told you should have retired.
Oh, he did though. He did say that. Yeah, but I think we got more faith in the 49ers than David does. I don't know. That's neither.
I mean,
But look, they got too many weapons, man. Purdy looks pretty good, I guess. All right, but he's getting hype. How good did he really play? Like seriously, the dude was 16 for 21 for 185 yards. Like, let's calm down. All right, he got the Yak team on his side. He got Chris McCaffrey as running back. Like, come on, bro. Like Chris McCaffrey, Debo Samuels, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. He got a great offensive line and the number one defense. So relax. I know a lot of not y'all, but a lot of people were trying to say that he beat Brady. No, the 49ers beat Brady. Like, come on now. Like, let's stop this madness. All right. So Nick Bosa, he will win Defensive Player of the Year. All right, let's say that. All right, he will win. That's another thing Purdy has, the Defensive Player of the Year on his team. You know, but the Bucks are bad. They're terrible. Another 55 pass attempt game by Tom Brady, and another 4 yards per attempt a game by Brady. They throw the ball too much, and they don't go nowhere. Brady at the point in his career where he's not trying to get hit. When he about to get sacked, he either throw it to somebody's feet or he throw it away. That's what he does. Like he ain't taking on sacks or he ain't throwing interceptions. He's gonna just throw at your feet. I'll take an incompletion versus a sack or interception, which is smart, but sometimes you gotta be a little risky to get the big play. All right, he's too safe with it. I mean, you know, your boy. I mean, your boy Dak is a lot risky. I
I
would
wasn't
say
even talking
that.
about Dak, man. I
Who
was just
you
talking about
talking about?
Heineke, man.
There
He
he
do the
is.
same.
Well, yeah, I'm with that. Look, Heineke. Look, what's gonna be one play? God, close my eyes. One play. But after that, I'm off. It's all good stuff after that. Just don't happen in the fourth quarter. Happen in the first half, please. Once you get one pick in the first half, I feel good after that. I'm dead serious. All right. I had Purdy as a third round pick. All right.
Probably the only one that had him as a third round pick. No one had him going that high.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
So the Panthers can still win this division, which is crazy. We've been talking about the Falcons, but they both 5-8. They both can still win this division, and likely so because the Buccaneers schedule ain't that easy. You know what I mean? So, and they still got to play these teams again. So it was a good win by y'all, but it was a noticeable win that I saw from a mile away. All right, I didn't think that y'all would score that many points that early, but once the game got to 14-0, I was like, game over. Like, the
We
game
told
over.
him 2 scores. Said if they
Yeah,
go up 2
exactly.
scores, it's over.
Exactly. Once they scored 2 touchdowns, I was like, yeah, that's it. That's it. All right, he not pulling no miracle. This ain't the who was it he did that to recently? The Saints. All right, so
No, we're
that's
not.
my
We better.
Before we get out of here, I see Dave has this thing about the 49ers that I have about the Wizards, where it's like, bruh, but the 49ers are way better than the Wizards, but he'd be like, nah, they're not gonna do it. Matter of fact, he says it about Miami, but you are more realistic about Miami because they are Miami. But at least with the 49ers, they giving you like some backing. They're like number one across the board in defense. You got to kind of believe in something.
Man,
And I praise the defense all the time. Do I not? I praise the defense all the time. I make sure I
true.
give praise to the defense. It's not the defense is never what I'm worried about. It's the offense. It's because I don't know what we're going to do every single week. I don't know what game plan Kyle Shannon is going to have, and I don't know what the quarterback's going to do. Y'all don't know how it feels to get into the Super Bowl and lose twice.
Hey.
I mean,
How does it feel to get in the Super Bowl, buddy? Come
Shut
on,
up,
tell
shut up,
me.
Let me
Tell me about it.
let me rant right now.
all right.
2012 was a bad it was a bad night. And so was 2019 against Kansas City. We were up 20-10. And I said, all right, all we gotta do is continue to run the ball, get the ball downfield, at least get some field goals or something like that, and we can win this game. But no. Kyle put it in Jimmy Garoppolo's hands, made him throw a deep pass, and then that was it. And we kept going 3 and out, and the defense got tired. You keep going 3 and out, defense get tired, they're gonna give up some plays, and you can't do that against Kansas City. They're gonna come back and win. And Kansas City in that playoff run, they were coming back with 10-point leads the entire playoff run.
That's true.
So they had a 10-point gap. It's not like they were scared. If we went up 17, then that would have been it. But we didn't. So I know what happens when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo has failed me time and time again.
All right, Dave. Can I say time real quick?
Yeah,
yeah, we gotta have to wrap it up. It's 7:20. Somebody keep banging on my door. I think I know who that is. But look, Dave, listen, Dave. I'm gonna give you some hope, okay? If I were you, first of all, let's talk about our community and refuse to lose. All right, you have the Cowboy fans in there, Commanders fans in there, Eagles fans in there. You got Ravens fans in there, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, Patriots. Outside of the Patriots, you have the most bragging rights out of anybody in our group. If I were you, anytime I talk as a Commander fan, I'm like, Joe, shut up. You only won 3 playoff games since 2000. Shut up. We won the
Hey,
Super Bowl twice, and y'all only won 3 playoff. We won more playoff games in the last 2 years than y'all did since 2000. Shut up, Joe. Soon Tomo say something. Man, Tomo, can you get past the second round? Can you please get past the second round?
and they just beat us recently.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You got the most bragging rights out of everybody. But if I didn't know football, I would think you're the worst team.
Hey, Carl. Yes, Carl. I know it was 2013, but
Yes, Carl. That's one Super Bowl y'all had, but what have y'all done since then? That was 2013.
You ain't have
We
to
in
say that. You ain't have to
2022
bring that
now.
up on the screen. You ain't have to
We
bring
in
that up here.
2022.
yeah, Carl. I know it was
We the
20.
Super Bowl is left.
You ain't have to bring that up.
It was 20. It was the 2012-2013 season. That's what I meant by 2012, Carl. I don't
Yeah,
mean that.
that was a long time ago. 2013. I
I
went
know.
in Rhode Island. Like I was back home in Maryland.
Just
Still.
saying.
You know, like that's a
Nah,
long
but he
time
can't
ago.
do it with the Eagles though. They just recently won too. Though.
But the Eagles have okay, they won in 2018, but the 49ers been relevant almost every year. Like you go recently, they've been in Super Bowl more than any of us,
You know
right?
what?
And even the Eagles are good, but a lot of people still got the 49ers winning.
You know what? I don't even know why we're doing this. Kyle Shanahan, the coach, didn't he do this in the 40? Didn't he do this with the Falcons when they was up?
Over the coordinator.
So it ain't even Jimmy G. It's Kyle. I ain't even blaming Jimmy because he had Matt Ryan and Julio, and guess what he did? Air it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did. All right, let's write this up, y'all. All right.
Yeah.
So thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.